Today, we'll see how different parts of science are connected with each other. So far, we know that all the different fields of science emerge from physics. So, physics is fundamental to understand any field of science. Let's start with chemistry because it is more closely related with physics than any other branch of science. In periodic table, you will see a whole new species of elements which have different characteristics, but the only difference between them is merely number of electrons. In chemistry, everything is about rules of how one element would combine with another element, and this is referred as chemical reactions. And to explain these rules, we need physics. Chemistry has mainly three branches: physical chemistry, inorganic chemistry, and organic chemistry. Physical chemistry deals with the rates at which reactions occur, and you kind of zoom in to see what's really happening inside, how atoms are colliding and temperature rises, and so on. Inorganic chemistry is all about compounds or substances which are part of non-living things. And organic chemistry is about substances which mainly are part of living things. It seems a bit hard to me because there's so much complexity in arrangements of different elements in organic compounds. And it has close relationship with biology. When we add life to chemistry, a new field emerges, which is called biology. It is the study of living organisms, how they eat, walk, pump blood inside their body, and so on. It also covers how each part of machinery inside living organisms works. Biology is enormously vast, and we need the help of both physics and chemistry to understand it. Physics played a major role in invention of tools that we use in biology for experiments. Also, physics of electrical effects is helpful for understanding electrical effects in nerves. Inside a living thing, several chemical reactions occur. One atom combines with different atoms to manufacture some new compounds, with enzymes helping in it. Enzymes are big and complicated molecules made up of proteins. They perform specific roles in specific chemical reactions. Every living thing is different, but they do have some common characteristics, like they all are made up of cells. So we can say that cells are basic building blocks of life. Inside the nucleus of a cell, there is a substance called DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. It is a pair of chains which look like a twisted ladder and contains all the information to make a living being. DNA is the reason why baby of a lion looks like a lion. DNA contains all the instructions to synthesize proteins and how each machinery operates. So biology is full of interesting stuff. But there are many things which we don't understand, like what is consciousness, how memory works, and so on. So we can say that to understand biology, we need to understand chemistry, and to understand chemistry, we need to understand physics. Astronomy. We were much more fascinated by the movements of stars and planets in the past, and our curiosity to know what these shining objects are led us to start the journey of understanding this universe. We now know that stars shine due to nuclear burning, and it is certainly the most remarkable discovery in astronomy that all the elements of which living things are made up of were cooked inside stars. It means if you have touched a stone here on Earth, you have basically touched a star. With the help of physics, we can figure out more about them, or what stuff they are made up of, how hot a star is, which elements are present in the atmosphere of a planet, etc. There are so many interesting things like black holes, neutron stars, wormholes waiting for you to amaze you. Geology. Now let's come back to Earth and ask questions like, how was it formed? Why does it look the way it is? How volcanoes are formed? Why do mountains exist? how does weather change? By doing so, we have entered into a different branch of science, which is called geology or earth science. So there are many interesting questions that we ask, and these interesting questions have interesting answers. But how do you figure out these answers? By using scientific method. We need to observe carefully, reason to it, and then test it with experiments. That's how a scientific theory is devised. So, if we are curious to know about a stone or a plant or anything, we need to understand physics, chemistry, biology, and mathematics. For our convenience, we divided things into parts: physics, chemistry, biology, astronomy, mathematics. So, at the end, we have to pack them all back together. That's how things are here. Nature is not aware about these divisions.